So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hey, buddy, you there?
Stopped in his tracks, giving him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Nix from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Second and 9. To throw is Nix. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Back to the air with Nix. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Hey.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Play fake. Here's Ward. And this one is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. That'll bring up second down.
Ready? 19 Charger.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd and 3. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Hot 70. Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back. 70 Lions.
To throw is Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing now, Ward. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the coverage we just saw is break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the stop. Brought down back at the 32.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Nix to the air. He targets Ingram for another grab.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold on to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And Walker fullback trying to push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run again with the fullback Burton. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's another Broncos first down.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 2nd down and 8.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Wants to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw, here's Ward. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Ward. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he is brought down. The number 4 reach approaching the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Ward. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice run after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go, here we go. Crack ball 80.
Operating from the gun. Ward. The Cockrell holds it in left side. So the completion good for 7 there. And It's 3rd and 4 now. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
They toss it down to Pollard. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. 2nd and 15. He hits his target, Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. The good pickup there, 22.
Let's go now. Cowboy 8, go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
60 bikes.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talavera Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Again up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Kill, 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 kill.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Gabriel Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 91 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this league. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Returnable for Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ward. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Ward now working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Here's Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stagger right around the one. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Nix. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Kill.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7.
Titans 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. We'll go again with Estimate. And not much room to operate as they get this up only to about the 41. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw, here's Nix. That is intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're open for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Cougar 19.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Broncos, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet.